would describe Councilmember Brown as a hardworking, dedicated, true public servant.
Respected. To have a career as long as he's had in public service, and every single person you meet talks about how much they respect Councilmember Brown, that is an incredibly rare thing in public service.
He is a courageous person who's fought for people, on behalf of people, with people for his entire career.
Well, first of all, he's the candy man for my kids. Everybody knew that from my family that they could sneak down to Councilmember Brown's office to grab a couple bites of candy, and he welcomed that. But we've been friends for a long time as director of the public safety, and then of course on council. So I'm very excited to wish him well, and go Steelers.
When I think of my colleague, Councilmember Mitchell J. Brown, the word that comes to mind is trailblazer. When we think back over his long career in public service, in public safety, working for the state of Ohio as a director, working for the city of Columbus as a safety director, it is trailblazer. I think back to his story about why he got into public safety in the first place. When his mom was sick in Pittsburgh, as a young African American and could not get the quality care that she deserved, it forced Councilmember Brown to step up and to go and serve as an EMT and help to create the modern day emergency transport systems that we all benefit from today.
And so he really supported and encouraged EMS in the Columbus Division of Fire. And so I always appreciated that as the EMS medical director, that he was a very strong ally when we were promoting the interest of EMS within the fire department.
I have known him for decades, and an incredible friend, mentor, amazing public servant, and someone that has made me much better as a husband, a father, as a public servant.
We interacted in terms of his concern for the safety of the taser weapon when it was deployed with the Columbus Police Department. So he asked me to do a lot of research and get some other input into the safety of the taser. He really saved lives here in this community by a number of things that he did. One of those things was the taser deployment, because I think that really saved lives, both of perpetrators and also police department personnel, where they didn't have to use more deadly force than the taser. And he knew that, and he cared for the community such that he wanted to make sure that that got deployed. And then also he supported the efforts of defibrillation for cardiac arrest. He supported new equipment and medications for EMS. He supported new engines and ladders and other kinds of equipment for fire suppression. So he did so much that impacted tens of thousands of lives here in our community.
I think he's had an incredible impact, not just as a leader, helping with accreditation under his leadership for both Division of Police and Fire. Incredible work around reform and making sure that our first responders had all the best equipment, tools, resources they needed. And he's continued on that work as a council member, being a great champion for our first responders and really pushing our first responders into engaging with the communities they serve.
Councilmember Brown was such an advocate for seniors, and he was our representative from council for our age-friendly programs and also our villages and all of the things that we do through Central Ohio Area Office on Aging and Franklin County Office on Aging. He helped us put that whole program together, and he really was a tremendous advocate. And he spoke, I remember, at St. Stephen's Community House, and so Councilmember Brown gave a report then, and it was really great, and he's very, very well loved in the community.
I always just considered him to be a great mentor. You know, he was the boss, yes, but he was just always somebody that was helping guide me. You know, we talked philosophy. You know, it wasn't tactical stuff that we talked about, you know. We talked philosophy and how to better communicate. And if you haven't met Mitch, then you don't know one thing about him. And he's all about relationships. but everybody that does know Mitch knows he's all about relationships.
Most folks don't know that Councilmember Brown is actually one of the funniest people in City Hall. I've got the opportunity to sit next to him during my entire tenure on council, and most people see this very serious, respected experts, and what most folks don't know is that in those quiet moments, Mitch has some of the best humor you're going to find in the city of Columbus.
We always enjoyed, Red, White, and Boom opportunities. He was a star in the video that we shot of Red, White, and Boom, and is still on YouTube today. He was dancing, He's just a fun guy.
If I could describe Councilmember Brown, I would say that he enriches the area that he serves in. He brings to that service a love and a respect for the community and for his job.
Loves his family, and he loves the world. And I hope I'm still a part of that family and what he has done. I've been a benefactor of that contribution. It's good to be alive around a man like him.
Council member, a friend, you have made an incredible impact in our city. We're so grateful for all that you've done, and know this, I will continue to call on you to help us make this city a safe place for families, children, seniors, a great place for businesses to thrive. Know that we're grateful for all you've done, and I look forward to what's next.
I will continue to hopefully get some advice from him every once in a while. I'll call.
First of all, I think everybody needs to know that Mitch Brown lived a life of inspiring others. He did not have an easy life. He fought some battles and overcame them, and went on to inspire so many other people in our community, and his friends, his family. He wanted all of us to be the best that we could be. And that inspiration is something that I will never forget, because it impacted not only me, but our entire community.
I do have one piece of advice on your retirement, Mitchell. This time, really retire. There's no going back. Your lovely wife, Becky, wants you to retire. Look that up in the dictionary and understand what that means. It doesn't mean that you go back to another career or another job. It means to rest. And so I want you to take this time to really rest and enjoy the fruits of your labor from your wonderful and long career.